is it's a secret sorority called APF, or Alpha Phi Ephem. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Simply Brianna B. Today is a different video. As y'all can see, I'm in a different setting in front of my bookshelf, which if you are following me on Instagram and if you watch my stories, then you saw that I was very excited to finally get a bookshelf and be able to have a place for all of my books to go. So I know we all been seeing these like little videos, these TikToks with these non-people of color who are making all of these book recommendations, but I don't see any of us. I don't see any black girls. Like, where we at? Where is we at though? I just want people to know that black girls read too, okay? We got books, we read. It don't have to be educational, it don't have to be nerdy, it don't have to be mainstream, because we have our own genre, okay? And it's called urban fiction or hood books. If you know, you know, right? So I have a list of recommendations of books that I have recently read or have read years ago or whatever. So we're going to start off with the classics, and then I'm going to work my way up to really one author in particular that I have read several of her books, and she makes books in the present day. I really enjoy her books. So yes, stay tuned to learn the new author. But first off, we're going to start with the ultimate classic. I feel like everybody knows her. Everybody knows her work. Her books have been made into movies. If y'all don't know Zane, then I'm confused. Like, I'm genuinely confused if y'all don't know who Zane is and y'all read books or y'all are interested in reading books. So y'all can't see because it's blurry, but this whole section is Zane. I'm going to start by talking about this one book that is not what you think. Okay, so when you see the title, you're gonna think something, and it's not that. It's called Dear G Spot, and it's not what you think it is. Okay, so this is not like the regular type of books that she usually would write. This is more of a like an advice type of thing. So people would email her so many questions about so many different subjects. So she took all of those different subjects and she made them into chapters in which she answers back to the emails and the questions. So yeah, there's let me see, because I read through some of the chapters, but some of the chapters don't apply to me. Like there's a chapter on sexual addiction, a chapter on oral sex, swinging, being a virgin, cheaters. It's a lot of interesting subjects that people asked her questions about, and she had really good answers to. So if you need advice or would be interested in something like this, it is called Dear G Spot by Zane herself, the authoress, as Maya would say. Now this next book, on the other hand, is what it sounds like, and it is Sex Chronicles. This is the second one. I believe that I let somebody borrow my first one and I never got it back, so I never got to read it. But I have the second one, and this is basically little sexual encounters, like just different sexual encounters. It's not one story. It's several stories put together. Not put together. Am I saying it wrong? I'm saying it wrong. I'm saying it confused. It's not like one character and you're following that character through the whole story. It's just different. It's broken up into different stories. Each chapter is a whole new set of characters, whole new setting, everything. Different times. One, I think, went back to the 1950s or something like that. So yeah, it's really good though. This is really good. This one is really interesting to be reading these books that were written in like 2004, 2002, back in the day, because like the internet was really new, and it was taboo to date online or use any type of website for stuff like that. So this book And as you can see from the cover, it's really interesting. It's called blackgentleman.com. And the whole thing is based on this one website where it's all these fine black men on there, and it's like a dating website. But it's new because they wasn't used to, like, they didn't have the Plenty of Fish and the Match.com. They didn't have all of that yet. So it was really new. This is a collaboration with her and other authors. So it has different stories and they all connect to the website of blackgentleman.com, but it's different characters, different perspectives, all of that. So it's really good. And the last Zane book that I am recommending is my absolute favorite of all the Zanes that I've read. Make sure my eyelashes on. This is my absolute favorite of all the Zane books that I've read so far. I have not read them all, but this one is my favorite, and it's called The Sisters of APF. And it's so good. It's so good. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 recommend. This is like, it's like one of those country shy girls that comes to the city. She's going to college and she's in this new city and she just gets introduced to all of these crazy things. What it is it's a secret sorority called APF, or Alpha Phi Ephem. She somehow gets entangled in that. So it's really good. And I feel like they probably do have real stuff like this, but like they have secret codes and stuff like that. This is a really interesting read. Yeah, that's all I can say. Like y'all need to read this one. Okay, so the next author that I am going to recommend, or this next book, is called Diary of a Groupie by Omar Tyree. If y'all ever heard of Corinne Steffens or Superhead, it's kind of like that, except for like in this book, the character, she was writing in a personal diary. She had written all of these stories about these encounters with high profile men, celebrities, and athletes. She was a groupie and she wrote about all of her encounters in this diary. And then at the same time, there's like this R. Kelly type character. And I don't want to give away the book, but there's this R. Kelly type character who deals with underage girls. And so somebody's trying to take him down. So y'all would have to read it to see how everything happens and how she's involved and all of this and that. And the last of the classic or older books that I'm going to recommend is called Bad Girls by Shannon Holmes. Basically, if you like P-Valley, I think this would be a good book for you because it's based on the strip club. It's based on a newcomer, a new stripper who gets taken in, taken under the veterans' wings or whatever, even though that really didn't happen in P-Valley, but still. It's got all of the scandals, all of the sex, the money, all of the stuff that you will find in a strip club book or TV show. It's all of that, but it's good though. It's really good. Definitely good. Bad Girls by Shannon Holmes. So now we're getting into the present day author that I would definitely recommend to anybody who is into hood books or into like hood books, stories about scandals and crime, all the good stuff. Okay, Jade Jones. Y'all need to know who Jade Jones is. She has so many books, different series, but my favorite series by her is called Cameron, and it's based on a character. Her name obviously is Cameron, and it's like 8 or 9 books. It just like unfolds so crazy. Like I was literally addicted to that series. It's so good. I don't have those printed out. I don't have the paperbacks of those. I used to have the Kindle app. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's like Kindle Fire or something. And when you do subscribe to it, you can get certain books included. So a lot of Jade Jones books are included in the Kindle Fire subscription. And I highly, highly recommend, okay? They're very interesting. They keep you hooked. They got all the cliffhangers. Whew, so good. I promise you, if you read these books that I'm recommending, your little pamper nights, your self-care nights, whatever, will be lit, will be taken away into another world. But number one out of all of those books, definitely Cameron for present day, and definitely the Sisters of APF for classic. Yes, those are all of my recommendations. If you guys have any more, please list them down below, because obviously, as you can see, I like reading books. Okay, this is not even a full shelf, but I love books, so I am always looking for recommendations, especially urban fiction. But if you have any random ones, that's fine too, you know. I feel like we need representation, you know. There's not enough black girls, there's not enough black books that are getting, you know, attention. Share this for anyone who you think might be interested, and thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.